Yo, what's up, and welcome back to another episode of the Relationship Schools podcast. I'm your host, Jayson Gaddis. Good to be here with you right now. I have tried to find a product or service that I want to support for years on this podcast, and I haven't been able to find one. Because, it costs a lot of money to produce the show, and it's heavy resources on my team. And I'm like, how can I support this? I just can't get behind like selling athletic greens or, I don't know, some supplement or socks or something on this podcast. As I've been really sitting with like, how do I possibly do ads on this podcast? And as you've noticed, I sell our own courses, the Relationship Schools courses, our coaching program. And now I finally found something I can 100% endorse. Okay. So that's what this quick commercial really is about. I have been a yoga dabbler for about 15 years. And I got into yoga because my wife, Ellen, is a devoted yoga practitioner for the past, 25 years or so. And it's really inspiring to me. And yet I can never stick with it. And part of the reason I can't stick with it is my attitude and also my injuries. I've dislocated my shoulder many times in yoga class. I've thrown out my back. And after yoga, I've thrown out my back, popped my shoulder out, and had more injuries. And part of that's how I approach yoga, just general asana practice. I've done Ashtanga yoga, I've done Iyengar, I've done hot yoga, I've done Bikram, I've done core power, I've done just about every kind of yoga there is. And I've been injured a lot. And so I finally, through Ellen, thank God, introduced me to Laura Hyman of Lit Yoga. And Laura's got a unique way to do yoga, and it's called Lit Yoga, and she created it. And it's really a physical therapy yoga practice. And I have a lot of injuries because of all my extreme sports over many years. And I need a yoga that supports my body to move differently and to hold myself differently so that I don't get more injured, re-injured, and that I can actually get stronger as I age. And I'm really pumped to share her yoga with you guys. And she's doing a special deal for you. So for the first month you sign up for Lit Yoga, it's $1. And then after that, I think it's like almost $50 a month, 40 something a month. And it's so awesome. Every morning I wake up and I can choose from dozens or hundreds of classes. And the class I want, it can be recorded or live. I usually do the recorded classes. And I do classes anywhere from 20 minutes long to an hour long. I mostly am in the like 40-minute range right now. I'm kind of bumping up my time. And she's got other teachers other than herself that she's trained in her method. And what I notice is my knee injury has abated, and the pain in my knee. I have chronic pain in my right knee. And it's basically gone because of this yoga. I haven't thrown out my back. I haven't dislocated my shoulders. And I am just getting stronger in my core. And my goal now is I'm going to do a handstand. And someday. And it's going to take me probably years, but I'm going to get there. And I just love, love, love this yoga, and I want to share it with you. So I'm psyched to have you guys check this out. So go to relationshipschool.com/LYT yoga, lit yoga. And then at checkout, make sure you use the coupon code JAYSON, Jayson, that's my name, at checkout, and you can try Laura's yoga for $1. And I think you're going to super dig it. It's fun, it's dynamic, and most importantly, you're going to get stronger, and you're also going to protect yourself from future injuries. So, yeah. And then the discipline of practicing at home with a video, she's just an awesome person that keeps me engaged. And I'm mostly engaged, guys, because I'm getting stronger and I'm not getting injured. That's huge for me. So relationshipschool.com/LYT yoga and use the coupon code JAYSON at checkout. Thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for sharing with a friend whenever you get value here. I really, really appreciate it. Sincerely. If you haven't left us a review on iTunes and you're getting value here, and you've listened for a while and you're like, yeah, this is serving me. Please go hop over to Apple Podcasts and just leave a review. You can do it with your thumb on your phone. It's very easy. One sentence is awesome. Okay, that actually helps us reach more people. So you can do your part there. Thanks. This podcast is for growth-oriented people who want to have better relationships and who understand that the path to doing so is looking in the mirror and reflecting on oneself and how you're showing up or not showing up in your closest high-stakes relationships. Cool? Yeah. If you're returning, welcome back, and thanks again, as I said. Okay, in this episode, I want to talk about making meaning and one path to making more meaning in your life. If you have lost touch with meaning, if you're a little lost, if you're confused, I want to see if I can help here, okay? Cool. First, remember we have an awesome live virtual experience you can attend from anywhere in the world coming up May 6th through the 8th. If you want to feel more accepted and connected, come to this event because we're going to show you how. relationshipschool.com/connected. All right? Great. Now, as I said, in this episode, let's see if we can offer a couple tips on making meaning in your life. So what is meaning? Meaning to me is what is important to you. It's a sense of purpose about what matters most in your life. And that purpose guides you forward. Could be your children, if you're a parent. They give you a sense of purpose and meaning. It could be the people you work with at your job, or you're doing some kind of service work and you're actually helping people. And it means something to you. You're getting something back in exchange for not just money, but actually a meaningful experience helping someone else. Most of our meaning making, I think, in life is done in relationship with other people. Yes, we can climb a mountain by ourselves. We can go to an island and sit on it for a month and find probably a tremendous sense of meaning. And so what if we don't share that with someone else? You know, it's just that experience you're having by yourself. Okay. But most of us do need other people around us, and we have other people around us. We're not living in a cave. And all the more reason to make meaning and either make meaning together or make meaning and share it with those you care about. Okay? So the thing about making meaning is you've got to be connected to yourself in order for this to work. A lot of people try to make meaning by doing lots of things from a disconnected place. And they get a lot of accolades, or they accomplish a lot of things. They make a lot of money. They check a lot of boxes, but they still feel a sense of depression, isolation, angst, and longing. Like, no, that didn't work. I didn't get there. And this is true time and time again with people who are disconnected. Because look, a lot of us are dissociated from our internal experience, so dissociated from our heart, our emotions, and our inner life that it's impossible to make meaning, because then it's an outside-in approach. You're trying to do something out there to change your internal state, which, I get it. It can work sometimes. But it's not sustainable. What's sustainable is when you start to learn that the meaning you experience in your life comes from a deeply connected place from inside your own being. And try not to be too abstract here, but let's get practical. So one of my favorite places to make meaning is in your relationships. And one of my favorite places inside of your relationships is when you are challenged with another person. It's when you're challenged that you're invited to come in contact with the truth, which is, I'm in pain, I'm triggered, I'm pissed off, I'm scared, et cetera, I'm hurt, right? That is genuine, it's authentic, it's true. And if we allow ourselves to be in contact with that and feel that, then we can move toward making meaning out of that. And it's amazing to me how many people have been through some serious shit in their lives and have yet to reconcile it or make meaning out of it. And it's the people who make meaning out of their suffering and what they've been through, the traumas, that end up triumphant they end up empowered. They end up feeling actually quite fulfilled because it's like, holy shit, I went through all this stuff. It was really intense. It was really hard. I didn't like it. And I'm working through it, and I'm beginning to see the light, and I'm beginning to be on the other side because I'm connecting dots. I'm seeing how this suffering is actually helping me become a stronger human being. It's helping me learn about relationships more. It's helping me get a deeper connection with my parents or my kids or my friends. Whoa, that's pretty cool. So I think it's often through our suffering and the conflicts with other people and the challenges with other humans that actually helps us and gives us a doorway into tremendous, tremendous meaning. I mean, look at any of yourself or any of the people you know in your life that have been through something really, really traumatic. And if they've reconciled that and they've made meaning out of it, they're probably very inspiring to you. And they have a cool story to tell that's triumphant. And they're either in it or maybe they're on the other side of it decades later, years later, who knows. But you know what I'm talking about, right? The most inspirational people we come in contact with are people who have a lot of meaning going on, which means they have a clear sense of purpose and they are fulfilled and very engaged by what they're doing. Okay, one more point here, which is maybe you have meaning in your life. Cool. Congratulations. Because seriously, you're nice to be around. If you're struggling with meaning, one of the places, and you're listening to this particular podcast, one of the quickest ways to get to some meaning is to turn toward all of that pain you've been avoiding, traumas from the past, challenges with people in your life currently, and whatever you're going through in this moment that is difficult relationally. And the easiest place to look is conflict. Where do I have unresolved conflict with someone in my life? And am I willing to become a student and learn about my part in that and how to do better? And that gives you a sense of purpose and meaning immediately. And then you can put one foot in front of the other and you slowly will become empowered. I guarantee it, if you apply yourself. All right. So you need the insight, which is to reflect on oneself and your life, and which is kind of psychological. But more importantly, you actually need action, direct movement forward to start using your cognition to connect the dots and go, oh, wow, they're suffering here. I want to work through it. And right now, in this moment, this is my purpose. So maybe it's a breakup and you're not over the breakup yet. Well, that's your mission. That's your purpose. I am going to work through this breakup. That is my sole commitment to myself right now. And that will give you a tremendous amount of meaning, because it's like, I don't want to feel this way, right? So use that, I don't want to feel this way. And instead of checking out on Netflix or Facebook or whatever you do, check in, turn toward that pain and go, I'm going to feel everything in my experience. And I'm going to get some support doing this. I don't want to be alone in it. I'm going to be in community and I'm going to find my way here. Yeah. Or maybe you're in an intractable fight, unresolved conflict with your partner or a family member. Turn toward that and start engaging in a whole new way. And start applying yourself, spending time, money, and energy in that place, going for it. And I'm pretty sure you're going to find a lot of meaning in that and a sense of purpose. And even on the other side, perhaps even while you're doing it, a sense of fulfillment. Like, wow, I am learning so much about I finally feel alive. I don't feel asleep anymore. I'm not turning away anymore. I'm turning toward. Cool? Okay. And if you want to take another step toward meaning, and this somehow resonates with you, that like, okay, relationship pain is a place where I can really apply myself and get a sense of meaning and purpose, come to our events. You know, we have one coming up, relationshipschool.com/connected. That's one place where you can come find meaning, community, accountability. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put one foot in front of the other, and I'm going for it. Pick the pain point in your life, finances, health, whatever it is. Turn toward it. Okay? Awesome. As always, thanks for listening and for being here. If you want to hang in our private Facebook group. Please join us there too. relationshipschool.com/community. It's absolutely free. Hundreds and thousands of people are in there, and they are awesome and very engaged. So you can play with us, all right? Hey, just a reminder that we have a monthly challenge. And have you done the monthly challenge yet? You got to check it out. Last month, Sabina Rademacher, if I got your name right, Sabina, won 2 tickets to Accepted and Connected because she participated and played in the challenge. And that's almost $2,000 in value for Sabina. She's going to be coming to our Accepted and Connected event in May. And she did that. She just did the challenge and participated. So if you're not on my email list, make sure you are. The only place to find out about what this month's challenge is through email. I always have in the subject line personal update, and I give a very personal share about what's going on in my life, my favorite movies or songs, books I'm reading, what I'm learning about myself, challenges I'm having, how I'm working through them. Make sure you open that email and that you read that. And if you want, you can participate in the challenge. Go to relationshipschool.com/challenge. If you're not on my email list, if you already are, just make sure you check spam. An email just went out the other day for this month's challenge. So you could win a ticket to our Accepted and Connected event coming up in May if you play, all right? And all the details and instructions on how to do the challenge are inside that email. Great, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time. Hey, thanks so much for listening. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Share one of these videos with a friend. We want to help the planet get their act together around relationships, and you are one of them, so thank you.